Who got the clap?
All right, try it now. Hello, hello.
All right, guys. Facebook people.
Right now. Hello. It's weird. This happened 2 weeks in a row. I've just had to plug it in and unplug it while it's going. So
sometimes it's just
weird
knowing that you got to unplug it and plug it back in.
All right, there we go. We're here. We're live.
All right.
So guys, if you're keeping track, the first 3 minutes had no audio. You don't want to cut and restart, right? We'll just keep it going.
Just keep going.
Okay. So we apologize the first 3 minutes, but we're here.
Yeah.
Facebook is on now.
We will jump into it.
Hello.
I like your Paramount hat.
Thank you. Yeah, I got this.
Paramount give that to you?
I got this while working at Paramount.
Yeah, nice.
It's very good.
So let's just do our
station identification.
Yeah, that's
who are we?
We're Pulp Fiction Long Beach. You're watching our live unboxing show. Please follow us on all the various social medias. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, concerns, you want to join Pulpbox, you want to, you have a question, you want to request a ratio variant, please, Pulp Fiction Long Beach at gmail.com. So that's where you get a hold of me. And you're like, I did email you 3 days ago. I know. I'm trying to catch up. I'm going to try to get caught up before tomorrow. But I've seen already all the variant requests. I've already gone through them and made sure there wasn't anything that I missed for today's variants. And then we'll try to get to the rest.
So you were saying off stream that you had a good Easter.
Yeah.
We hope everyone else did too. I did too. And then we saw each other over Easter weekend.
Yeah.
We did a boys trip to where, Ryan?
We had a friend who rented a entire movie theater out, and we were invited to go watch King Kong versus Godzilla.
Friend of the store, Jerry Wilson.
Yeah.
And we were all socially distanced. We had the whole theater ourselves pretty much, and it was cool.
That's
so you
awesome.
and I had both seen it on HBO Max.
Yeah, I couldn't wait for
me neither. I didn't want it spoiled. Because I want to know who won, which we won't say, I guess, in case someone...
won't say. But I will say, and I don't think this is before, because the director said it, and I've been saying it, there is a definitive winner.
Is there a definitive wiener, though?
Yes. That's the final boss, is a giant wiener dog.
There you go.
Yeah, there is definitely a winner, and I appreciate that they did that. The director said there is a winner, and I went, yeah, that was pretty... That's about as definitive as you could possibly get with a movie like this.
Well, some people still try to argue with us, but you and I know the truth.
Yeah, that's fine.
But definitely, I think you and I agree that it's great to see on the big screen.
Yeah, see it in the big screen if you can, or loud at the very least.
Yeah.
Man, I miss making videos because I immediately wanted to just do a giant montage of every single homage to Godzilla movies or otherwise in that movie. It is just chock. It is chock full of Easter eggs.
Indeed. How appropriate for the season. And not to poke the Snyder cut bear, but it is funny that Adam Wingard, the director, has confirmed that there is a 5-hour cut of this. But he says that this is the director's cut, the 2-hour one we saw. We'll never see the 5-hour cut. My only thing is that I talked to you off camera. There's a couple kind of major actors that filmed parts in it, and they got completely cut out. Yeah.
It's funny that I didn't even notice it the first time around. It was the second time around. I'm like, that guy's in all the John Wick movies. He's in The Wire. So how is he only in the movie for 10 seconds?
2 lines.
And I said that's why I talk all the time in my own voice when I'm watching movies.
Oh my gosh. Louis says, do you ever build cardboard forts with the cardboard boxes from the comics? Yes. And then he pretends he's Godzilla.
There'll be stuff all over
that. Wendy says the winner is whichever one ended up holding the pipe.
Well, next.
Laura says, replying to Wendy, first pipe reference so far.
Yep.
Eddie says, stupid monkey, whoever was there that day at the shop, you're welcome. There's no way Kong could beat Godzilla. Well, you have to see the movie.
Yeah, we're not going to say anything.
We're not going to say anything.
Yeah, and don't spoil it for anybody because it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely worth seeing.
It's a good time. What about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Invincible?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Invincible. Yep. Saw both those. Did you? Are you caught up?
Mm-hmm.
This might be my favorite one so far because we got to see Zemo and see him dance.
It's so funny that you beat me to it. I was literally
discotheque.
the Zemo move. I wanted him to order a Zima at that's the only place you can get it anymore in the world is Madripoor.
Now, are you familiar with Madripoor from the X-Men books?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So I think it's super neat. I thought it was cool, well realized, and I look forward to them, the Marvel Universe visiting it again. I think probably most people feel, or at least the way I understand it, Madripoor is definitely like Wolverine's stomping ground.
He owns one of the bars that they showed,
Right.
either Princess or the Monkey Bar or something.
Right.
Or he co-owns it.
So the idea of eventually, getting it far enough, however far we need to get into those movies where we can see Wolverine in that realized Madripoor, I thought was pretty cool. I don't want to say about this other character because that could be a spoiler if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a good time.
Well, so it's someone we know that's in the show that we've seen in the trailers.
Is it? I don't know. I didn't watch it. Yeah. So that's okay.
Well, there's a character that pops up that's been been done dirty in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
We should say. Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. I don't know. I don't know.
She's in the trailers.
She's in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sharon.
Sharon comes back. Agent 13.
But she's right. Like I was like, oh yeah. What the hell, guys? Like all these other things that happened, we couldn't help out Sharon.
To take care of Sharon, who helped out Cap, helped out Bucky.
Yeah, dude, literally.
Helped out Falcon.
And Cap didn't blip out, right? So Cap had been there the whole 5 years. He's just like, I've been trying to find Sharon this whole time, and I just she disappeared. Whatever. Anyway, she was really cool. Total badass. Love her fight scenes. Actually, she really killed it.
And Zemo, full Zemo,
full on Zemo. Love it. Love to see it. And enjoyed all the Anthony Mackie having to pretend to be somebody else stuff. That was pretty fun too. Invincible,
which was a tertiary comic book character as well,
right?
That he played.
Right.
What happened in Invincible this week? I forget.
I don't remember either. Not to say that.
Did he go to Mars?
He did go to Mars.
Okay.
Yes.
Take your ass back to Mars.
Back to Mars. Yeah. That show continues to be awesome.
And the sequids in that show are kind of like the Starros in the DC universe.
That's right. Yeah. And what their whole deal is that they needed one human in order for them to all go nuts. Okay. Still really enjoying that. Everybody should be watching Invincible if you're any kind of comic book nerd. You would really enjoy it. Pineda, ring, ring. Hey, this HBO Max. You're not allowed to talk about this on your feed. That's a good callback joke.
Ian says Sharon should join the Marauders. Steven Howard says Pimp Man. That's who Falcon was like.
Pimp Man.
Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Madripoor, but no Hellfire Trading reference. Sad. Ian says, yeah, I would like to see the Hellfire Trading. Wendy says the X-Men are making some moves in Madripoor in the recent comics. There you go.
Yeah, I got to get caught up on X-Men. I got to try to make my next few weeks the weeks of catching up. That's what I got to focus up. Okay, can I talk about some store news things?
Yeah.
Okay, a couple things, guys, for those that are watching live and hopefully those that are also watching later. Just because I have to mention it one more time because everybody seems to get their news from different places when I send things out. I mentioned it in the newsletter. I just did not order any shelf copies of Geiger. And it's not because I thought that book wouldn't sell.
What is Geiger for the uninitiated?
It's a new indie book by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. I feel like the way you asked that is like, you're like, and what did you do? and tell them what you did. I just totally messed up, guys. So basically anybody that pre-ordered it, those people got it, but I forgot to add shelf copies on top of that. For some reason, don't know, happens sometimes. I'm human. So second printings are coming already. They were on the FOC for this past Monday, and I ordered a bunch because there's also a 1:25 ratio variant for that second printing. So I got more on the way. So sorry about that. I'm really sorry. There's a bunch of other really cool stuff coming or that's out this week that we'll talk about. I don't know if I need to bring up ditto for Shadecraft. Shadecraft got a second printing on Monday's FOC as well as the second issue, and I messed up on that first issue as well. So I don't typically mess up that bad, but boy howdy, when I do it, I seem to do it all at once. So good job, Brian. Shame on me. Yes, side eye. Yes, all of those things. I accept all responsibility. I don't have anybody left to blame. That's all. I got nobody left. There's no man behind the curtain. Okay, then moving on to one more thing. A lot of people asking what's going on with the Berserker. The Berserker Something is Killing the Children promo. So if you didn't already know, actually, was it last? I guess it was just last week, the week before. I don't know. It was a couple weeks ago. And we're sitting here, we're doing the live show, and I'm showing the foil variant of Berserker #1. And out falls this little card that's just loose in it. And the card says, hey, Annie, She's in the bathroom. I'll have her see if she can.
With this card,
redeem this. Basically, if you bring this card and you bring your copy of number 1 and bring your copy of number 2 or something, and then you show it to everybody, you get a free copy of Something is Killing the Children number 1. Now, that's fun and that's all well and good, but nobody said anything to me about it. I didn't know anything about this promotion. I still kind of don't know really anything about this promotion. Nobody said anything to me about what comics I'm getting and when I'm getting them. So I do have a few extra bits of information and some rumors, I guess, that I heard from other customers. And then I'll tell you kind of where I'm heading depending on what else shakes out. So first of all, I was wrong. It's not a local comic shop day surplus that they're using for promotion. It is a new cover. They're calling it the 8th printing of Something is Killing the Children number 1. So that changes things because now it's going for something that there was already a bunch of to something that people are probably going to actually want to get. Here's the other thing. I have no idea how many I'm supposed to get. How am I supposed to know how many people I can honor if I don't know? They didn't say anything about, am I going to get the same amount of copies of those that I got for the foil covers that I asked for? That would be the simplest thing, right? However many foils I ordered, give me that many copies of the Something is Killing the Children number 1. And then I will theoretically have one for every person that bought the foil cover. And then therefore also whoever bought number 2. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but if somebody told me that they're actually treating it like a ratio variant and I'm only going to get one of them for every 3 copies or something that I ordered of the 2nd issue of Berserker, that's going to cause problems. Me and Boom have been okay, but this is not okay. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'm expecting to open the box and have them all be in there.
What's in the box?
Here's the thing with you guys. If you're a Pulp customer, I have your purchase history. If you bought those books from me, I will be able to see. We will be able to quite fairly see who is eligible or whatever for it.
Say that once more. If you're a what?
If you are a Pulp customer, every time you purchase books with us, your purchases are kept track of. I can go back and see what you bought 2 years ago if you've been with us that long, or 10 years ago if you've been with us that long. No, not 10. Maybe 6 years. So I'm still trying to figure it out in a way that's fair, but it's hard to even put too much thought into it until I know what the heck I'm getting. And I still don't know what the heck I'm getting. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a little update because a lot of people are asking, and there's a lot of emails in my inbox right now, and I'm not sure exactly how to respond to that just yet, other than I don't know. But my first question was answered. It is not something that has been previously released. It is a new thing. Which makes everything more complicated.
So did the company that was doing this not do their due diligence in communicating with the retailers?
No. Or maybe they said, well, it was on a newsletter thing. I'm like, that's not the same thing. You guys need a rep to talk to people, or I don't know what. But no, I don't know anything about it. But maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe everybody else knows and I don't. Yeah, if you have any information about it, get at me and let me know.
So from the comments here, let me go to the chat real quick. Let me find this here.
Or dragging, I'm sure.
But did you at least order that shipment of dinosaurs and purple pants number 420?
Yes,
got all that.
Lots of that. And I got the 1000 variant.
Ian says Hollow Heart 2 this week, and Wendy concurs. Wendy's ready for that as well.
Hollow Heart number 2 is not out this week. They must have pushed it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Sorry,
Ian.
I want to read it too.
Eduardo says,
we didn't get it this week.
Get a free Berserker number 1 or something or other. LB Spider-Man says, bring issue 1 and buy issue 2 that day.
Sure.
Then you get a Something is Killing the Children.
Yes, it sounds simple. It sounds so simple, and yet it's not. Because what if I only have 10? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'll honor it as best I can, whatever it is that it is. Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm hoping they give me one for every one of the foils that we sold.
So you said you had 3 or 4 pieces of store news. Was that 1 or 2?
That was 2, and then 1 I don't want to say just yet, and then I don't remember what the other one was.
Any update on the Marvel stuff with the?
I talked to Diamond. Diamond called me this morning. That was nice. He didn't really have a lot of information, but he said as far as he knows, Pullbox is not going away. Take that for whatever that's worth. But I took it as an opportunity to really push on him to talk to his superiors or whoever it was that he talks to, that Pullbox is great. We love it here. It results in more sales for the store. Our customers enjoy being able to order their stuff from the computers and their phones, and just really trying to push that. So he says he will kind of ask, and I can tell by when I said that I was probably the only person he talked to that day that had mentioned it. So yeah, but also they are going to continue to wholesale for Marvel. So what that means is that just because Marvel comic books are going to be coming out from Penguin Random House starting in October, doesn't mean that Diamond will not also be carrying Marvel comics. It's just that they're going to be getting them a different way. And they are still negotiating what their rates are going to be. So I don't know. And he was clear. He made it. I didn't even get that out of my mouth. He's like, and we don't know this and we don't know that. And they're still talking about it. So what I told him was, depending on how that stuff shakes out, I might decide to stick with Diamond for Marvel if it means that we can keep using Pullbox. So there's a lot of X factors. We just unfortunately need to just keep waiting and seeing. But at the very least, it sounds like Pullbox isn't going anywhere anytime soon, if I believe him.
X Factors is a comic book.
Yes.
Earlier, Ian says boo to the Hollow Heart thing. Eduardo says that's a lot of updates. I'm ready to take this unboxing. Stephen Howard says, so basically it's a cluster. Beep. And then Ian says, did you order enough of My Little Pony Transformers for the 1 in 100 variant?
No, I didn't. But I did get at least one ratio variant. The 1 in 10 maybe, or 1 in 25. I can't remember. It's funny they did a sequel.
Was your other last update having to do with the sets your wife was helping you with?
Oh, yeah. We have a whole bunch of – this is good stuff. We have a whole bunch of sets, tons of comic book sets. And by tons, I mean one long box full. We did a lot of we had some help from some of our customers in the last few weeks. And we've been able to process out a lot of the comics that we still had left to process here in the store. So there's a bunch of new dollar bin goodies. And there's a bunch of new sets, and I have even more on the way. I got to see if I can find time to do them. But I have at least one long box full of brand new comic book sets that are ready to go, priced and ready to go. And with my wife's beautiful penmanship that you guys like so much.
Love
it. Just real quick over here to Instagram, and then we will get started, I promise. Back to the Berserker thing again. Pineda is asking, here's where I'm confused. Is it any Berserker one or just the foils? I don't know.
I think it was just the foils.
Can I go grab it?
Yeah. Let's switch to me. I think it was just the foils, but we'll see if Ryan has been foiled again. How you guys doing? Hey, Supergirl just started up again, and that show has been very uneven sometimes, unfortunately. But this new season premiere was really good, and I liked it. And it's the last season. I'm hoping they finish out strong. And then I finally caught up with Black Lightning, and spoiler alert, they recast the youngest daughter who plays Lightning. It was really weird, but I guess the actress wanted to leave the show. And then Superman and Lois is taking a break, but that gives you time to catch up with it. You should watch that show. It's a great show. Cut to Ryan.
Okay, so this is the thing. This was in the foil versions. This was only in the foil versions.
Yeah.
Okay? And this says, hold on to your copy of Berserker #1 or your proof of purchase. Come back to your local comic shop where you purchased Berserker #1 on April 14th, 2021. Bring your copy of Berserker #1 or proof of purchase in this insert with you. Buy a copy of Berserker #2. Show this insert or proof of purchase in Berserker #2 at checkout. Your local comic shop. Oh, your local comic shop will give you a free exclusive edition of Something is Killing the Children. We talked to them about it. Just kidding. That if they're considering this just a promotion for if you bought Berserker #1, I sold 300 copies. What are they talking about? But maybe again they said it's also you buying #2, so it's probably based. I would imagine that it's probably based on what I ordered for #2, which I did order, not 300 copies, but I did order a fair amount. But if it's 1-to-1 for every copy of Berserker #2 that I got, that would actually probably be okay. If they're turning into some kind of ratio, then they're basically telling these people that you can't. It's only the first however many people, which is why that's the thing that causes problems. I want everybody to get everything that they want. I hate exclusivity. Okay.
I want a milkshake, Ryan.
That's the best I got, guys, until I get more information. Yes, Rogue Iconic only foils had the card, but the card doesn't say actually hold on to your copy of foil Berserker #1. It just says Berserker #1. I don't care. I'm going to get only some certain amount of them. It sounds like the part of the criteria is that you have to buy #2. So I'm not going to have more of them than I had copies of #2. So there's that makes sense. So it doesn't even really matter how many foils I had then. Why should I have to think about all this stuff?
You should.
I should just know.
My 2 cents, not that it matters. Hey, Mike, is that a promotion is a cool idea and it's something exciting, but this seems to be very poorly executed in the communication.
It's
also just the way you read that card, it's very confusing.
It's very confusing, and it's very confusing.
So kudos for trying to do something new and different, but not good with the rollout, guys.
But I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. And it wasn't if it's like a ratio thing. My FOC didn't say anything about that. It didn't say like, oh, for every 10 copies of Berserker #2 that you order, you get 5 copies of the Something Is Killing the Children #1 8th printing. Anyway, all right, that's it. I'm done talking about it.
All right. Show us a box. You have a box?
Let's look at some comic books.
But I actually want to see a box. You have a box you can hold?
I can confirm there's at least one box.
There's a box. What's in the box?
All right, let's get going. Let's do this. We have Batman is back this week. New Batman. We're up to issue 107. I have more copies of 106 in stock because they did a second printing. Wow, good job, DC.
Hey, Mike, come here. Come here real quick. I'm sorry, can I interrupt you for a second, Ryan? Mike, come close to me. No, I want you to, because
as long as he gives me a
come close to me. Look, there's Mike, everyone. Say hi to Mike, everyone. Mike Lerner's back fresh up. The Lakers win?
They were 20 in the fourth. I felt comfortable coming to this room.
All right, okay, cool. We got to get the Lakers update.
We do have an off-topic question, but they said it was off-topic, and that's one I can answer really fast. Do you offer discounts on polls? Yes, we do. We offer 20% off on your polls. It's 100% free. You just have to email us, and we'll take your email, and we'll sign you up for a poll box account. You'll get an email from Previews World with an invitation, so you can make an account, and you can sign in, and you can go nuts. And yes, you get 20% off on your comics as long as they're not ratio variants.
Nice.
And Pineda said, hi, Mike. He misses you. He's
Eduardo says hi, Mike, as well. Luis Molina says hi, Mike. See, people still like you, Mike.
They know his name.
But contrary to the rumors on the street, Michael Lerner is loved. When you were getting the Berserker little thing, I was talking about how the show Superman and Lois is taking a break, and people interpreted that as like they're taking a break in their relationship rather than a broadcast break. And now everyone's talking about it's because the pipe broke them up.
Of course it did.
Terrible.
Okay, let's get into it. We have a 1-in-25 ratio variant for Batman 107. This is the same sketch variants that we've been getting. I believe that they're all spoken for. These usually get asked for pretty quick in advance, but I have to check. This one's going for a bit more money than our ratios normally do, but I'm still keeping it at $24.99.
And that's Scarecrow, yes?
It's a really good Scarecrow. But yeah, this is the new Scarecrow design. Assumedly designed by Jimenez, but artwork is by Federici, I think is his name. So really cool 1-in-25 ratio for Batman 107. Nice.
He kind of looks like the game a little bit. Don't remind me, does he have syringes on his fingers like the game?
Yeah, they seem like they kind of it doesn't seem too wieldy.
No.
When you just need to
I would poke myself
to get to your pills or
get your keys.
Yeah, it could be tough. But who cares? We get people have seen Batman ratio variants. They've seen them. Show something new. How about a Green Lantern ratio variant? Do you even remember the last time we had a Green Lantern ratio variant?
Back in the day.
It's been a long time. Check out Alex Malee. Bam.
That is dope.
Some awesome John Stewart action. for the new Green Lantern, 1 in 25 ratio variant. I think this is cool. I think that, we get all these Marvel ones and Indie ones and the DC ones. You get them sometimes, but this is cool. Green Lantern fans got some love. They got some fancy books that they can pick up, and we're keeping it at ratio price at $24.99.
That's awesome.
I haven't read this yet. Maybe I'll read it tonight. We'll see. I didn't read anything this week. It was bad. Except it wasn't bad. It was because I was working and putting sets together. But I still feel bad. I feel guilty.
Luis Molina said he joined Pullbox about a week ago and is very excited.
Yay.
I'm surprised you haven't been on Pullbox before, Luis. Welcome to the family.
We have a 1 in 25 ratio variant for Marauders. With David Finch. David Finch has been doing a lot of ratio variants lately for Marvel Comics.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Good pride. What's the name of her dinosaur?
Lockheed.
Nice.
Okay. Check this out.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. 1 in 100 ratio variant for Venom 34. This is the second to last issue in the run, supposedly. I still think that they might pull a trick and be like, aha, here comes issue 1 of Venom's son of Venom, or something. I don't know. We'll see. But this is going for money. I saw a lot of sales for $80, but I'm pricing it at $59.99. It is spoken for unless he decides that it's too rich for his blood or he doesn't want it. So it doesn't hurt to put your name in the ring, or hat in the ring, rather. But I thought this was pretty cool. I did think this is a black and white version of the Ryan Stegman B cover for this issue, which I ordered. I ordered that one more than anything else because I thought it was the best cover. Thought it was pretty cool. Landscape with the wings.
Do you think there's more landscape covers coming out now, it seems?
I don't know. I mean, I like it. I like it. As more people, I love this concept. I mean, obviously it's good for business, but I love this idea that people have their walls, their trophy walls, and stuff that's, it's not you buy a comic book and it's beautiful and you put it in a box, you never see it again. But if you start putting them in your wall, then yeah, landscape stuff could look really cool instead of it all being portrait.
Wendy says to Annie, Lockheed is a dragon, Annie. He flies.
That's true. I mean, you can't argue. Lockheed is definitely a dragon.
I did not argue with that.
Yeah. But Fim Fang Foom is also a dragon, and he doesn't fly. He doesn't have wings. I don't think.
He had wings and
Oh, does he have wings?
wings.
Oh, he does have wings. What am I talking about?
What are you talking about, Ryan?
All right, moving right along.
Dragon.
We have a 1 in 25 ratio variant for Amazing Spider-Man 63. Normally the design variants are lower ratios, but it is a 1 in 25 with a brand new costume by Dustin Weaver. This one is going for $29.99 for the 1 in 25, just a bit above ratio price. I like the new costume. Annie did not like the new costume.
Wait, what?
You didn't like the new Spider-Man costume.
Oh, yeah.
I like it because it reminds me of the suits in Prometheus.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it?
We also have a much more affordable design cover here for Avengers 44. It's a 1 in 10 ratio variant. We just let these ones go for $1 over cover price at $4.99.
Can you hold up one more time?
Yeah.
So who all's on there?
I don't know because they're all
Phoenix Hulk,
size.
Phoenix Echo, and Phoenix Jane Foster. All right, cool.
And I forgot about this one. So we have a X-Men Demon Days X-Men Demon Days second printing. They did a 1 in 25 ratio variant for that second printing. Oh, 1 in 25? Yeah, 1 in 25. So I went for it. I decided to get it. So it's that J. Scott Campbell cover that was previously, I think, a 1 in 50 ratio variant for that one, but obviously in a sketch version.
Can you hold up and point it down?
Like that?
Yeah, this is there. Wow. That is beautiful.
And we're letting this one go for $49.99. I don't think we've had a request yet. $49.99.
Very nice. Long Beach Spider-Man says, I love the new costume.
I like this cover a lot. I don't think anybody's. I don't know. We'll see. Is the 1 in 50 ratio variant for King in Black, number 5, the final issue in the series. Maybe that was one of my store news things. They didn't make any more printings. I tried very hard to get 2, 3s, and 4s, and now the series is over, and it looks like we're not going to get them. So we got issue 5 out this week, and the 1 in 50 ratio variant is a big old dragon munching all the bad guys, and I think it's kind of cute.
Bad guys? Wait a second. There's Iron Man.
Or good guys, excuse me. Munching up all the good guys.
See, Ryan is a bad guy, so he thinks the good guys
I'm
are
a bad guy, but not a bad guy.
Hey.
Gerardo Sandoval is the artist on this one, and we're selling for $29.99, well below ratio.
Very cool.
Okay. We got some Star Wars High Republic action this week. I guess with their release schedule, both the regular High Republic and the Adventures All Ages series come out the same week every time. At least so far, that's been the case. So we have a 1 in 10 for High Republic Adventures number 3. I still don't know who any of these characters are, but they have lightsabers, so assumingly they're Jedi of some sort. These are 1 in 10. We're letting go for $9.99. Really, the thunder came off of these a little bit because that first one with the one with Yoda on the front was just such a good drawing, and it was a character that everybody recognized. That just was like, whoo!
Yeah.
But now, as these characters that I'm not familiar with and that other people aren't as familiar with, they've been going down.
Eduardo liked your reference about the bad guy. Wendy says, yeah, we all know Iron Man is a bad guy. And Luis says, well, if you're a hippie, then Iron Man's a bad guy.
Okay, so here is the ratio variant 1 in 25 for the normal cover. Normal book, I mean.
Nice.
And it's by Lino Francis Hugh. Fan favorite artist there. And we're doing that one for ratio price, $24.99. So the ratio variants in the High Republic have been going down. Assumedly because so many stores are ordering all of them, there's just a lot more of them out there now. But man, I thought the one for the last one by Kev Walker was the best out of all of them. I thought it was so cool. Okay, we have a Magic the Gathering series. Now, we've tried Magic the Gathering before. It never seems to really catch. Boom's going to give it a shot. Boom has the new license, and they got a new number 1. Now, they didn't take my advice that they didn't hear from me personally, but they should have just known because they're psychic, that what they should be doing is taking a Magic card that's exclusive and putting it in the book. That would be the best way to make sure all the Magic people actually come in and check out the book. And then maybe if somebody buys the comic and isn't into Magic, at least they have one card. Maybe they try it. I don't know. So we have a 1 in 25 ratio variant by IG Guara for $14.99. Assumingly, this is a Planeswalker character or something like that in the story.
A Planeswalker?
Planeswalkers are like the Jedis of the Magic the Gathering universe. I guess this would be a good opportunity to say that, yes, Derek, I did Magic the Gathering for a few years when I was unemployed and didn't have anything better to do with my life. Is
that a stigma that Magic players are unemployed people?
No, not at all. Just me personally. But it was a lot of college students. And actually I made money doing it because when I had to sell them all off, I was like, oh, wow, they're worth money.
Because those cards can get expensive, right?
Especially right now. And I will also admit, just in case any of you also do this, my brother has sucked me back into Magic the Gathering Arena, the online version of the game. So if anybody wants to friend me, let me know.
There you go.
We also have a what?
You know what? I meant to tell you this off stream. Bank of America was telling Business Insider yesterday about investments, because normally they're like, invest in the stock market. They're like, invest in art, collectibles, sports cards.
This is the 90s all over again.
And then they said, invest in wine.
No. About wine, I have no idea. Wine and art, those sound like good bets, probably. Do not invest in the collectible market. That's how we got a bust last time. Don't do that. That's the worst thing ever for the news outlets to be doing it. If everybody goes out and does it, it doesn't work like that.
I just thought it was interesting for Bank of America to be saying that, because they're normally like, invest in the stock market.
Yeah. It's really... Now, if you want to invest in... Now, I consider this an investment in art. You want to invest in a blue chip back issue book. If you have the scratch to buy a Pulp 181... Yeah, buy it. It's never going to go down in value.
Yeah.
It'll only appreciate. That's a lot of money.
Exactly.
Tens of thousands of dollars. Okay. What's not tens of thousands of dollars is the Magic the Gathering number 1 in 50 ratio variant by Jung Gwen. Somebody needs to help me pronounce this. I don't want to just keep pronouncing it the way that I think that it's pronounced. So this artist does a lot of cover art, and actually, you know what? Forget that. I need to sit down and figure out how to pronounce this guy's name correctly so that I can be respectful. But we're selling for $29.99. Again, you've seen this person's cover art all over the place. They've been doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers covers and DC covers and Marvel covers. They've been all over the place, actually. $29.99 for the 1 in 50 ratio variant for Magic the Gathering number 1.
What's their name? Jung.
It's JUNG-GUEN. And I'm assuming Yoon is just Yoon. But those other parts I'm not sure about. Okay, we have a new Sumerian series this week. I forget what this one's called. So if you're already familiar, basically Ablaze, I think is the publisher, has been doing these. They're readapting the Conan stories, but they're rated R. And they get different creative teams every time, and they've been pretty cool. So here's another new one that you can jump on board. You don't have to know anything about these. They're just, if you're in the mood for a sword and sorcery miniseries, just pick up the first issue of the Sumerian. They call it the Sumerian because they legally cannot call it Conan. They can use the name all on the inside, but they can't actually call the comic book Conan, so they call it the Sumerian. Anyway, this is the 1 in 10 version for $9.99 by Brian Level with lots of skeleton monsters, which is pretty cool. Pineda, is that magic ratio spoken for? I don't like to confirm one way or the other on the stream just because my brain computer is not perfect, but I don't think anybody's requested any of the Magic the Gathering ratios. So if that was something you want to jump on, what are you watching this for? Get on your computer and send us an email because that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to see who emailed first.
The email's right at the bottom of the screen, by the way.
Okay. Not Terra. We had a lot of fans. Sold really well. Number 2 is out this week. And we have a couple of ratios to go along with it. We have a 1 in 25 ratio variant by Tony Daniel, the series artist. Very cool. Selling for less than ratio price at $14.99.
Nice.
And then we have a black and white Tony Daniel cover for the 1 in 50 ratio variant.
So for Noctera, you had number 1, you had a glow-in-the-dark number 1, then you had a really cool second printing of number 1, right, with a different cover?
Yeah, we sold out of those. So we still have plenty of copies of number 1, so no reason you can't get caught up. I can, from talking to customers, I know that people were big fans.
Matt Schaefer says, best show in the universe. Thanks, Matt. We love you. We appreciate you. Matt's been, I'll take this opportunity to thank Matt, because Matt not only likes and comments, but he often reshares our videos.
Yeah, Matt's the homie.
So if
sure.
that's asking a lot, so we don't ask that of everyone. But if you do comment and like, that does help with the algorithm. And if you're feeling extra generous and want to reshare our videos, that's very much appreciated. It's awesome.
I got some algorithm.
Hi-oh.
Okay, and last but not least, just because I continue to punch myself in the balls for no reason, we did get a 1 per store. They said, thank you for ordering all 15 copies that you did instead of the 100 that you should have. We're going to let this one go for less than what it's going for online as another way for me to say I'm sorry for $29.99. Again, there is a second printing on the way. I'm sure it'll be here before you know it. Hopefully before the second issue comes out. Okay, actually, I need that box back.
What's in the box?
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is the Pulp Fiction Long Beach live unboxing show we do every Tuesday night, me and Derek, right here in the store. And we talk about all the cool new releases, ratio variants, comics, graphic novels, and sometimes toys. If you haven't already, please follow us on various social media. Please like, share, subscribe, smash that like button, as we say. And please send us an email, which is on the bottom of the screen, if you're on that thing, but not on Instagram, right? So if pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com, please, if you want to join our pull box service, which is absolutely free, and you get 20% off on your comics. And if you want to request any ratio variants, and if you just have questions in general, I will try to answer them as fast as I can.
And we're now currently streaming over Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and check out our TikTok page as well.
Yeah, I love it. I got to get a TikTok up and going. TikTok's fun.
It is.
It's fun. I like it. I don't like how much I like it.
It's addictive.
But you guys are doing a great job. Derek's doing a great job. Okay, so moving right along, let's talk about some DC comics.
DC, fire, fire, fire.
We have a new Green Lantern series, but and they're foregoing Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Alan Scott. I'm still I know Guy Gardner. And we're going with, I forget her name.
Teen Lantern.
No, but what's her name? Do we not know? We don't know yet.
I just call her Teen Lantern.
Teen Lantern.
Yeah.
It's a character that popped up in Young Justice. Michael Bendis was writing the Young Justice series. And now she's front and center in the new Green Lantern series. I think it's really cool. We have a cover here by Bernard Chang, who we actually had come in and sign copies of X-Men Children of the Atom a few weeks ago. And no, they're all gone, before you ask. Oh, it's so sweet. Mike's. Oh no, he's just taking his stuff. Never mind. I thought maybe he was help cleaning the store.
Kelly Quintella is her name. Kelly, but K-E-L-I.
Kelly Quintella.
Kelly
Okay.
Quintella. And they
she's-
also skipped over Simon Baz and
That's right, and Jessica Cruz. Yeah, they're all in here though.
Oh, good.
I think so. Looks like a lot of fun. Lots of aliens. Lots of lantern stuff. One thing about her is that I don't think she actually has a proper ring. I think she has like a.
It's a contraption, right?
Yeah, it's like she built it. She's like a little moon girl kind of character, I guess. But we have got all kinds of lanterns. We've got the yellow lanterns, the green lanterns, the blue lanterns, the red lanterns. They got them all. And I can confirm that Dexstar also makes an appearance in this comic book. And I know that's what everybody cares about. Yeah, looks like a lot of fun. I'll try to give it a shot tonight and let you know what I think. Along with that one, we have a B cover by Brian Hitch with lots of lanterns. John Stewart front and center. Very cool.
Love it.
Okay. So we also this week have Batman 106 second printing. There's a new cover. Very cool. We did sell it at 106. I didn't know if we would or how much I was supposed to order or what. And we sold out. Partly because there's a Damian as Robin backup, right, in the Batman issues. And in 106, his villain, I guess, his bad guy that he's going to be going up against in his own ongoing series, blips up on a screen in the background. So people ran out and got it because it's the first cameo appearance of whoever. But yeah, anyway, new issue of Batman, still just being gorgeously drawn by Jorge Jimenez. Really cool. Okay, and then
Ruben says, I love the cover of Batman 106. Wendy says, if you forget her name, it's okay. Kelly can tell ya. Kelly can tell ya. Get
Kelly
it?
can tell you.
Instead of Quintelia, she says can tell ya.
Can tell you.
She can
She can tell you.
She can tell ya. Yeah. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
When did that? What's the name of that new character? Something Mary, Miracle Molly, Miracle Mary?
She's in 108.
She's in 108. But no, she appeared already though.
Yes,
right?
but I mean 108 is
Her first cover
that's that
appearance.
cover. She's covered on both
Copy that.
covers. I ordered a bunch. Hopefully enough.
Okay.
So
We're not there
too
yet.
much.
This is still Scarecrow.
No,
Scarecrow's
this
on
is
the
the
cover.
lead up to it. Also featuring Ghostmaker. Your Ghostmaker is gonna get like a TV show now or something, or
What?
I don't know. Everyone's
believe
getting a TV show.
Miracle Molly is what
Miracle Molly.
Wendy
Yeah.
says. Yeah.
God, the artwork, dude. Jimenez is.
He's ridiculous.
I hope he's paying. I hope he's getting paid, man. He's moving that book. Okay. And this week we have a next Batman, Second Son, #1.
Nice.
Obviously, broke out of Future State by
Mr.
John Ridley. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Pipe Man himself.
Mr. Pipeman. Yeah, that's right. I enjoyed the first issue of Future State Next Batman, and I didn't read any more because they changed the artist. I'll just be honest. Not sure exactly what's going on with this one just yet, but it has to do with this. Looks like a big old Fox family drama here on the front.
Call me Jace. Don't call me Tim.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, so we'll check it out and let you know. I can say that Grifter is in this issue.
Dope. Yeah, Grifter's been the personal bodyguard to Lucius Fox.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
See, I don't know. Why is Lucius not sharing any of the money with... Because Lucius has access to the Wayne...
He knows that Alfred Pennyworth is so rich he can take care of everybody.
Well, Alfred left all his money to Dick.
Yeah, well, he thinks Dick will take care of everybody.
Wendy says... she said earlier that Pulp Fiction social media is turning everyone into alcoholics and that TikTok is addictive. Wow. Punning
there,
tonight.
Going.
I don't know if I said this earlier. Ruben loves the Batman art. And Monique says I need to get me some of that Jimenez original art. He's great.
Oh, man, I can't even imagine.
And Stephen Howard says, well, how about the next Batman?
The Batman after next.
Yeah.
Is it the next Batman or is it the Batman after next?
Yeah.
I just get confused. When people say next weekend, do they mean this? Is it the upcoming Batman or is it the Batman after?
It's the last Batman on the left.
Okay. That's the last Batman of the month. There's 4 Batman. There's 5 Batmans in this month. Okay, so this is the beak over there for next Batman.
That's pretty cool. Who's that? That looks like Williams.
No, I don't know, and if I can't find it in 3 seconds, then I'm going to give up.
Still
Ken
cool.
Lashley.
Oh wow, that's dope. I love it.
Okay, that is it for DC. There's other stuff. There's a bunch of #2s coming out this week. So You want to make sure you follow up with it if you enjoyed Crime Syndicate or Swamp Thing or Sensational Wonder Woman or Suicide Squad, which were all aces in my book.
Those are all
They were
coming out
solid number ones.
next week.
So technically now we're closed, but tomorrow.
Okay, got it. You're not having the show.
No. Number ones.
Yeah, I was about to say, it seemed like it's been a while since Wonder Woman came out. She's in Valhalla, right?
772 is what we're waiting on, I guess. Yeah. And shame on you all. They didn't. I got a lot of Wonder Woman left on the wall. That's all. It's a really good book.
It is.
If you don't want to see Diana hanging out in Valhalla, it's a lot of fun.
If you want to see Jon Snow shirtless with Wonder Woman.
If you want to see talking squirrels, yeah, check out Wonder Woman. Okay, so here we go. Magic the Gathering #1. There it is. Matteo Scalera cover. Artist of Black Science and a lot of other things. And yeah, it's Magic the Gathering, y'all.
That's pretty
a lot of fantasy stuff. They do have these, planeswalkers. So it's like a bunch of different like fantasy dimensions, and I think that the planeswalkers are the folks that can go between those dimensions. And they're really powerful cards, and they're usually really expensive.
I have a buddy I would go to Comic-Con with every year, and I'd be doing the media stuff, and he'd be doing the Magic tournaments. And he told me the story about how the community knows who has each other's cards. So someone stole one of the competitive players. Where do they keep them in? They keep them in like a folder or something, all their special cards, and try to resell it. And they were able to like contact the authorities because they knew like this guy only had this certain type of card.
Right. There's so few of them.
Were you like deep into the community like that, playing the game?
I never like know any of the lore or anything. I just played. I like beating people there.
Well, let's see.
It's an outlet for my competitiveness.
Stephen Howard says Wonder Woman is now once a month. Okay, that's probably why I felt, because she was coming out bi-weekly like Batman was, right?
But she was, yeah. There's also a hidden Planeswalker variant, and I don't really know exactly what that means, but it's polybagged, and they have a piece of cardboard over it. My best guess is I bet you that there's different covers with different characters.
Oh, cool.
And you don't know which one you're going to go.
That's dope.
That's my best guess. Maybe they do the Sex Criminals things, and like one of every 100 of them is like an original cover or something like that. This week we also see the return of Beast of Burden. Super fun paranormal dog adventure. Definitely check. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Homer Bound. If you're recently one of the people that love stray dogs, check out Beast of Burden. It came first. Great series. This one not drawn by Jill Thompson, but by Benjamin Dewey, who is actually fantastic at drawing animals. He got not his start, but he did an image book called Tooth and Claw, which then had to be renamed to Autumn Lands with Kurt Busiek. And the reason I bring this up is because he was pretty much hired for the job because he was good at drawing animals. And he does it as a living. And I'm saying it right now to try to remind myself to commission him to draw our cats.
Oh, wow.
Because he does do that. And that would make an amazing gift that I hope my wife's not watching. She never does. I don't think she's watching. We also have a bee cover here. Very pretty, kind of rainbowy cover.
Oh, so you say it's pretty. It looks scary to me.
Well,
There's a dog with glowing eyes.
We got greens and oranges and yellows, and he's big and floofy.
Looks like he's going to steal your soul.
Here's that Sumerian. Oh, it's called Iron Shadows in the Moon.
Ooh, what a name.
Oh, man, the art in these is always fire.
That's what the kids say, right?
They say fire. Yeah, no, it's really good.
That is really good.
The artwork in the last one, the Frost Giant's daughter, was phenomenal. Yeah, just good stuff, guys. If you're into sword and sorcery, action kind of, Conan stuff, you should be reading this.
Matt Schaefer says cats. Yes. Cats indeed.
Okay. Now, this is one that I really need to read tonight. We have a new image series called The Silver Coin, written by Chip Zdarsky. Another new book by Chip Zdarsky. I believe that this is a horror anthology of sorts. I want to say that every issue maybe tells a different story. So kind of along the lines of like Ha and Ice Cream Man. This one seems to be centering around rock and roll of some sort. Wish I had more details, but I don't. This is drawn by Michael Walsh, who I'm not familiar with, but is really good. Yeah, look at that, buddy.
Wow.
Very cool. So that's the main cover there by Michael Walsh. And then we have a couple of really cool covers here. We got Tula Lotte, of course. Fan favorite Tula Lotte. And I don't know who this artist is, but this one's my favorite. Yeah, that is genuinely creepy. I think that's a great image. Who is this? It's Maria and Wynn. I'm not familiar, but I need to go find her on Instagram. If she is, in fact, on Instagram. All right. We also have a new indie superhero book, Derek.
I ordered it.
Project.
Kind of naked there, though.
Yeah, well, yeah. Don't know anything about what this is about. It's called Project Patron. It's by Steve Orlando and Patrick Piazzalunga. Project Patron. Or Patron. Project Patron, if you will. They moved for another kind of Invincible style book. Maybe. Here's that second printing of Demon Days X-Men with the new cover. And for the last issue of King in Black, we got our main cover there. I have not caught up on this series. I think I'm 2 behind. We got the Betterman tattoo cover here. These are very cool. I like those quite a bit. And check out this, dude. They just, like, for the last issue, decided, hey, Brett Booth, you want to do a big old wraparound cover? And Brett Booth was like, yeah, of course I do. Very neat. And that's it for comics. We'll do one quick station identification, and then we'll move on to graphic novels. This is Pulp Fiction, a Long Beach live unboxing show. If you're just joining us, please follow us on our various social medias. Please like, share, subscribe, all those things. And please send an email to pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com if you have any questions, if you want to join Pullbox, or if you want to request a ratio variance. All right, let's get this out of the way. We must have ordered one more by mistake. I thought I only got these for the pre-orders, but he got all of his copies. So I now officially have a Miles Morales Winter Suit Funko Pop that is up for grabs for $11.99.
Cool.
Yeah, he's pretty neat looking, actually.
It's going to be summer.
Okay. Here is a Tale of Two Draculas. And by that is a cute way of saying I have 2 Dracula-themed graphic novels this week. So first one is Vlad Dracul, which I only got a chance to read the first issue, and then I missed collecting the second issue, and I really I'm looking for it. So if you want to part with yours, this is pretty neat. It's basically a book about, like, the real Vlad Dracul, right? So separated from all the supernatural stuff. So essentially, like, what was the legend based on, so to speak. And what I read of Vlad the Impaler of this stuff was really cool. I never got a chance to finish it, but they put together all in one graphic novel. Got artwork by Andrew Muti, who I really like. This is the artist that does Maniac of New York. If you're enjoying that,
with baseball face.
With baseball face.
Stephen Howarth responded to Matt Schaefer's Cat's comment earlier, saying release the butthole cut. And Long Beach Spider-Man says, save it for me, Miles. I guess he wants the Funko.
Guys, send an email, please.
Send an email if you can, Long Beach Spider-Man. We're not taking notes right now.
Okay. Then we have Vlad the Impaler Dracula. This is kind of a throwback. So this is written by Roy Thomas. Let's see what this says. Okay. Now read the story of the man who inspired the legend of this graphic novel, written by Roy Thomas, and presented for the first time in beautiful black and white to showcase the art of horror icon Esteban Maroto. I think that this is old stuff that's just never really been printed over here. And I dig this thing.
Can you hold that a little closer to the cameraman? Wow, that looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Horror fans should check it out. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so this is very much feels like in like 70s Eerie magazine, Spanish artists and Filipino artists and stuff like that. They were doing a bunch of stuff for those magazines. Looks really cool. We also have, look at that, First Volume Ink Blot.
Yay.
Derek really enjoys this book. A lot of other people really do too. A lot of people still in the poll for it. And in the back it says, flawlessly done, both dangerous and cute.
Hey, that's a good way of saying it.
And this first trade is passes the $10 test. It's only $9.99. So you get the first 6 issues for $7 after our discount.
Wow, what a deal.
7 issues for $7.
Robert Baz says, I think Silver Coin is Michael Walsh on art.
Yeah.
Every issue, and then a rotating cast of writers, he thinks.
Oh, I see. So it's more of a Michael Walsh vehicle with different writers. Okay.
Chip
Cool.
Zdarsky's the first.
Yeah, sounds like it. Cool. I'm down for that too. I'd rather keep the same artist, actually. Okay, we have Shadow Service Volume 1, which this got kind of brought to my attention. It kind of came and went during the shutdown. And Wendy actually brought or kind of made me more aware of it because, again, as you know, I'm a big old horror fan. And this just is chock full of cool monster. Oh, that one's too gross to show on camera.
Show it.
Well, I don't know, just some creepy stuff here. I'm trying to show some. I remember, monsters.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Scary monsters. It's called Spycraft Meets Black Magic in the Shadowy World of MI666. See what they did there? Anyway, this looks really neat. I haven't had a chance to actually read it, but I was happy that I sat down and actually looked at the artwork and went, oh, and then went back and retroactively collected the issues. So I'm going to take the trade paperback home with me and read it someday, maybe.
Wasn't there another book recently that was like Shadow something or Service? Is it Secrets?
The Shadow Doctor. That's probably
Shadow Doctor. Yeah, there's 2 Shadow books.
It's the word Shadow.
Yeah.
And we got Shadow Man coming up soon too.
Yeah, that's right. That looks cool though.
Yeah. We have, what is this? Usagi Yojimbo Origins. Okay, so this is published by IDW, but this is the original stuff that was published by Fantagraphics, or was it Dark Horse? Somebody else knows better than me. Being represented in color. So if you want to be reading the very, 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 very first Usagi Yojimbo stuff in color, that's what this is.
That's very cool.
Perfect for Easter.
Yeah. I saw some Usagi Yojimbo Easter memes out there. It was funny.
I did one.
You did one.
Okay, we have the second volume of the current ongoing Marvel Star Wars series, Volume 2, which collects issues 7 through 11. It's a really cool cover. And DC stuff, we got some cool all ages ones. We got Batman Adventures, Riddle Me This.
Ooh.
Is this yeah, it's cool. We had a couple of requests for these. And then we have Dear Supervillains. We had Dear Justice League
a
little while ago, and now we have Dear Supervillains.
Who is everybody on the cover, man?
I can do this, probably. We got Harley Quinn, Gorilla Grodd, Catwoman, Lex Luthor, Katana, Black Manta, Sinestro, and this doesn't even fair. It's just a girl with red hair. What am I? Titania, maybe?
Giganta,
I mean?
or Poison Ivy?
It could be Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
But she's not wearing any kind of costume, so there's no way for me to know. Anyway, this looks fun. An equally riotous story about characters who are so good at being bad.
Mm.
And finally, actually not quite finally, we have the Batman Who Laughs trade paperback. This has already come out in hardcover, but some people like to wait and get the less expensive paperback. And now it's finally out. If you want to see what Scott Snyder and Jock did with the Batman Who Laughs, taking on the Dark Knight on his home turf in his home dimension, Gotham City.
That's before he became, what was he called in death metal?
I don't know. I didn't keep up.
The darkest, laughiest laugher.
That's pretty great.
The scariest, shadowiest butthole.
Yeah, sounds about right.
The darkest night.
The darkest, is that really it?
Yeah.
It sounds just as much of a parody as the other thing you said. Okay. Hey, speaking of which, there it is.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Dark Knight's Death Metal, collected all together in a deluxe hardcover. Let's show you some for size comparison. All right. Whole series. It's always going to come out in a graphic novel first, guys. It's going to be a while before this paperback. But they priced it fairly, I think, at $29.99 for the whole series for a nice hardcover. And then, of course, we do our 30% off on that. So it's sometimes $21 plus tax. It's about the cost of actually buying the comic books, I think. And that's it.
Yay!
Which is just in time because my wife's going to be here soon to help me set up the store for tomorrow.
I was actually thinking of Dark Knight's Death Metal on the way over because I was just thinking about big event books like, Joker War or City of Bane, or what was the Justice League one, like Do More or whatever it was. And I'm just like, it's really hard to end an epic blockbuster series well. Like it seems like sometimes it's always like, oh, that's it.
It's hard to end any story.
Or like you're ending it, but then you're really setting up for the next event, so it's not a clear ending.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about, like, I don't want to use the words let down, but I was going to say that a lot of big event books lately have kind of been like, maybe it's not the best ending, but that was a pretty good ending, I thought. You didn't read the whole thing, did you? I thought that ended well. So of all the big event books recently, they stuck the landing on that one.
I'm a big fan of, I think this is kind of a safe play, but instead of trying to address everybody, like in a macro sense, just pick a few characters that are like your thorough line and then wrap up with one of them. And like all by themselves, like a Superboy with Crypto moment. That's not an ending, but something personal that kind of sets the tone, I guess, or whatever. I'm into that. But anyway, that's it. Enough of me. Thank you, Derek, very much for your beautiful professional help here and all of your equipment. And I'm going to let you plug the hell out of your business that everybody should be checking out.
Let's plug it. My other last bit of thing that's Pulp Fiction related is also please join the Pulp Fiction Long Beach Comics group. Group is capitalized, and there you can post your collections, your comics, whatever you're getting that week, any artwork, any articles, podcasts, reviews, anything that is on topic of geek, nerd, pop culture related. Remember to play nice with everyone. Mostly everyone always does, 99.999% of the time. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the transference of the in-store community into a digital community and sharing what you're excited about and what you're reading. So please keep that up. We love it. And also, if you know anybody who needs any video work, who needs any, not super in focus because I'm in focus and the camera's too far away for me to pull the focus. But anyway, here's our flyer, our information. Oh, I got this technology, Ryan. Watch this. I can click this button and boom, there's my email. There's my phone number. There's my website, all right there. Derek Easley Entertainment. If you need any post-production, production, if you need drone work, photography, video work, graphical work, my wife and I do all that stuff. We are still on camera on Instagram.
I forgot.
you got to just start like dancing for Instagram there. So we appreciate you guys checking out these videos. Again, these Tuesday night videos are streaming to Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And then we do separate TikTok videos, which we turn around and repost on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, we got lots of content. We appreciate you guys following it. And if you ever have any suggestions, let us know. Oh, Ryan, I forgot. I wanted to introduce a new segment. It's kind of late to do, but maybe we'll do it. We'll do a little bit this week, but we'll do it more next week. I'd like to do a quick Q&A at the end of each one of these videos. So open it up so the audience can say, throw out some questions and I'll curate the ones. So I had one that I stole from a show I saw. I think it was Fat Man Beyond. So I'll throw you out a question. But if you guys have any questions for Ryan, now's the time.
Or Derek.
Or me. Or Annie. Or whomever. Throw them out right there. But the question I stole is from Fat Man Beyond. If you had Ryan's bar, Ryan's Tiki Hut, okay? Imagine your perfect world here. And your employees are comic book characters. Who would be who would be your doorman?
Okay.
Or doorwoman?
Okay.
Who would be your cook? Who would be your bartender? And who would be your server?
Oh,
I think I stole this from Fat Man Beyond. It's a good question.
This is just like an on the spot, did the best you can kind of thing. Okay.
No wrong answers.
No wrong answers. Okay, so what's the first one? My doorman?
So who would be your doorman? Bouncer.
Not you.
Not me. Yeah.
You're a superhero to me.
I think you're right.
Okay, so my doorman, I want to go against type. I want to say Puck from Alpha Flight. Little short stubby guy. He's my doorman. He's always constantly down here like that.
I love it.
And
That's great.
Or maybe he's like on a platform. He's like on top of a podium, so he can be on the same level as everybody.
That's perfect.
What's the next one?
Who would be your? Let's go to the back of the restaurant. Who would be the cook?
The cook. It's a vegan restaurant at Swamp Thing.
Love it.
I'm not even vegan. I don't know why I said that.
That's good.
It's Swamp Thing, and he actually makes all the meat taste like meat.
There we go. Perfect.
But everybody's eating him, so it's a little weird.
He just regenerates.
Yeah.
And then who would be the bartender?
Bartender is gotta go. Barry Allen. I'm going to say Barry. Or, no, Wally West. Wally West is
West.
my bartender. Yeah, absolutely. Because I hate having to wait too long for a drink. So he's getting around everybody, and he's still chatting everybody up and making everybody feel comfortable. And at the same time, he can use a shaker, right? Like faster than anybody in the world. So
Nice.
you're gonna have a really, really good martini. Is that it? What else?
And everyone in the comment section, you guys can tune in, chime in with your own. Who's your bouncer, chef, bartender, and last one, Ryan, server?
Server. I don't have any ladies. I'm so sexist. Let's do. I'm just trying not. My brain's going all of the obvious places. Let's do Harley Quinn, sure. And she's on her roller skates.
Roller skates.
Nice. And and she's just like, somebody's gonna touch her, grab her butt or something like that.
And
It's
then she's
gonna
got
be a
the
big
baseball
problem.
bat out.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
I like it.
And then she'll be like and yelling at Barry, like, or Wally, and being like, I got 3 Cosmos, things like that. I think it'd be fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's get my answers real quick. Okay, so I'm sure you can always think of better answers for this, but I'll just throw out Punisher Doorman. So you'd think that a lot of people might not make it in. And then
I have you on this other list.
Exactly. Bartender, let's say Martian Manhunter, because he
All
could
right.
read people's minds.
Yeah. Everybody their drinks just show up to them.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I like that. And then
You read my mind. Yes, I did.
exactly.
I'm sorry.
I
He's got a special
know-
Oreo cookie.
I know too much.
Oreo cookie theme card.
Yeah. And then who would be good? Let's maybe put the Blob as the chef.
Yeah.
Because you can't trust a skinny chef. you
Nobody's
know?
going to get around that guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's there in the back himself. And then I'll go Incredibles, Elastigirl as
Makes sense.
the server.
Yeah.
Because she can just stretch.
Yeah, that's great.
There we go.
That was fun. That was fun, Derek.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have one question from the audience. Does Ryan ever judge customers based on their comic purchases?
No. Never. I would
Why?
never do that. What kind of monster do you think I am? If you ask my personal opinion on any comic book, I will 100% give it to you.
There you go.
That's it.
Very on it. All right, I think that went well. If you guys ever can think of a cool question to end the show with, we'll end the show from now on with a little Q&A session. All right, Ryan, thank you so much. And what about Dr. Octopus for the bartender?
That'd be good.
Miguel says.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That'd be very
Yeah, you guys, if you think of your own ones, we'd love for you to share it in the Facebook group or here on the chat. And I think that's it. Any last thoughts, Annie?
Hi.
Hi.
It was Annie's birthday last week.
She appreciated all the gifts and well wishes,
I did. Thank you
and
guys.
she ate all the food and drank all the drinks already.
How much sugar did you get from the customers, Annie?
Sugar?
Sugar, like donuts and treats?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Joking. It was great. Thank you guys.
Perfect. All right, we will see you most likely tomorrow, Ryan. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.